If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I think Brady has a question as we get things started here on the Hot Tub Podcast. Hit us up at Mahler, Rush, and Jenny, waiting for your question.
Yeah, exactly. So if you listen to us on Spotify, you can answer or ask us questions, which is always great. It's always fun. Jesh wants to know, if you could treat yourself to one outrageous thing, what would it be? If money was no option, one outrageous thing.
I would put a slide from my upstairs to my downstairs.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I was in
totally do that.
I did like an Airbnb one time that had that. Oh, we were like 20 drunk dudes.
Link?
It was incredible, Jen.
I need the link.
Incredible. I was so sore and bruised at the end of the weekend.
You don't even want to know where it is?
I don't care. I'll drive anywhere. It's a dream, man.
Yeah, it was in Zimbabwe, but it was so cool.
Sure.
It was so
Road
great.
trip.
I think Jenny needs to see a map.
I think so. I think she really does, yeah. Be a very, wet drive.
I don't know what I would like. I've always thought about getting a yacht for like a weekend.
Right.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That would be the coolest.
Oh, that would be so
no,
fun.
I mean, if you have all the money in the world, get a yacht all the time. Just own a yacht.
So is yachting.
I don't want a yacht full time. I just want to use a yacht.
What do you feel like using a yacht? I get it. You don't want to own
I think
one.
I'd have a yacht and, a captain to drive the yacht
Yeah.
and
Sure.
stuff like that.
Well, that's two things.
yacht
Do you
would
want the
be
captain
amazing.
or do you want the yacht?
No, well, the yacht comes with the captain. That's the deal, Brady.
What, and a chief stew and everything else too? Come on.
What's somebody's been watching Below
Yeah.
Deck.
No, it's so good.
Yeah.
Rush, what do you want?
No, I think the yacht's not
yacht?
bad. I like that idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because my wife and I have this conversation. Maybe you guys do as well. Isn't it weird? Like you think, I want to get a place like in Florida eventually when I retire.
Yes.
And then I think, well, no, I just want to go every year to a different place.
Yes.
I don't know.
I know.
There's
Yeah, I
pros
agree.
and cons to both.
Right, well,
Yeah.
it's like buying a cottage. Like, you owned a cottage, right?
Yeah.
After a while, don't you just kind of want to rent a cottage?
There are
and then you don't
pros
have to
and
worry
cons.
about it, right?
There are pros and cons.
The idea of like the cottage idea. If you're there for a week and the light breaks and stuff, you're like, oh, that's frustrating, and let them know, hey, and maybe even
Yeah.
bad review if the things
Yeah.
are broken.
Sure, yeah.
When it's yours, it's work.
Exactly.
If the light breaks, you have to fix the light. You have to fix the step.
That's with a cottage, but
Yes.
I think the idea of having a place in Florida, you still have a home base. I don't like the idea of never truly feeling like it's my own. It's my cozy, comfy home.
Yeah, but if you're there for like 6 months
I
a
didn't mean
year,
for that
then
to
you
rhyme.
probably you probably have your own cozy, comfy home. Like,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
after a couple months, it feels like your cozy, comfy home, and then you can go to Spain next year.
That's just
I don't know.
pricey.
And that's why I don't want a yacht, because I'd rather just rent a yacht when
Yeah,
I want
Sure.
a yacht.
switch up your yachts,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah.
we're
Yeah.
living in that really weird world where I can afford a yacht for like a minute.
Instead, we'll just get fish tanks. And then a little boat on top. Same kind of thing, right? Same thing.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's great.
A little
Trashy.
cheaper.
Good. Yeah, fun.
Well, you brought this to a crashing end.
Yeah.
Let's begin the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Have you ever lied to your doctor or left something out about your health? A new survey in England asked people to name embarrassing symptoms they'd never tell their doctor about.
Sure.
And the one that got the most votes was excessive flatulence.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Come on, Jenny.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Because it's usually your diet, right? Like, you know why it's
Yes,
happening.
usually. 34% of people said they'd never mention it to their doctor, even if they were passing a severe amount of gas. Another 15% said they'd wait at least 2 weeks. So that's 49% total who would just keep cooking up air biscuits, hoping it was.
Really, Jenny?
Air biscuits?
I've never heard of air biscuits before.
Keep cooking up air biscuits, is what
Why
she said.
would you say that?
Well, because it was there, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, you did.
The whole reason she did this story.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Have you guys ever heard of that?
No,
No,
never.
exactly. That's what I mean.
That's pretty good.
I had to introduce it. A few
Did
more.
you?
A few more potentially serious symptoms would be too embarrassed to mention include odd bowel movements, bladder control issues, and any sort of below the belt
Any sort of what?
swelling.
Sure.
Which I think is serious.
Yeah,
like
you should
that
definitely
is
tell your doctor.
definitely-
Yeah, you should tell
If
your
it's
doctor.
About
swollen,
anything.
Oh, I'm crying.
Why,
Yeah.
why are people not wanting to tell their doctor?
I mean, I think
Like,
for
what's-
the...
Like, who cares?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand when they said, well, you know, especially for 2 weeks, you'd probably just not worry about it.
Yeah.
Eventually, if you really thought it was a problem,
What, cooking up air?
yes, I guess maybe you'd go see
Okay,
your doctor.
why? Now we're going to be hearing that
Yes.
on the show?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
But you hate so many other sayings.
I know,
Why
but
would you like that one?
I almost love to hate it. Like, I can't wait till I,
think it's
can
'cause
use
it
it.
doesn't really make sense.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
I don't think there's any hate there, Jenny. I think you just love it.
Like, I think you and your brothers are going to use that now.
Absolutely.
Oh, my
Yeah.
And you'll be
God.
using it at
Probably.
home. Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, with Rory.
I can't wait to tell Rory, like, oh, you cook up an air biscuit.
Yeah. That's Jenny's house.
That is your house.
It is.
Yep.
It really
Oh,
is.
it's so
yeah.
gross.
Yes.
It is.
Like, if I walk in, that's all I smell?
No. No. I mean, I guess it depends.
It's chilly night.
I was just gonna say, it depends what everybody.
Maybe you should go
had
see
for
your doctor.
dins.
But if you're gone to the doctor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and let's say, Rush, your testicles are swollen,
Sure.
as they normally are.
Yeah.
Like, and the doctor says, "What's going on there?" You go, "Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it." Like, why are you not telling your doctor? Yeah, are they not swollen?
Again, I would certainly tell my doctor. As soon as I thought something was not good down there, I'd go to
Right.
the doctor.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding that.
Especially down there.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to take risks with that. I get the flatulence thing.
I get
though.
that, yeah.
Why?
Because it's probably what you're eating, right?
Yeah,
Unless
but
it's a
what
thing
if,
that,
what
like,
if
every
you have
day,
a
all
really
day.
great diet, though? I mean, at that point, you're saying something. Like, you're worried
You
about
have
your bowels.
to.
Okay,
Yes.
maybe if it's a recurring thing, but if
For
it's only
sure.
been a couple weeks.
I mean, this is one of those things. It's probably worth a Google first.
Well,
Is it?
no, I don't
And then
know.
find out,
Flatulence?
if I've been eating this or something like
No,
that.
but
Sure.
if you were going to the doctor anyway and you were having
Oh
problems,
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe, but I don't
exactly.
think I'm not making an appointment specifically for this without even trying to Google something first.
I have a question.
oh, here we go.
Are biscuits? Are they not used to describe something else? No.
Biscuits used to describe what?
What?
Something else?
Like what?
you know, on guys.
What?
No, seriously.
What are you talking
Can't
about?
stop crying.
What are you talking about?
I feel like that's a nickname
For what?
You know, you see
For
me.
what?
I'm not saying it.
for what?
What?
For like
you-
a guy's like you know how there's like they can I say twig and berry?
You can say
Sure.
twig and berries.
So like
Yes.
the berry part. Aren't they also
The
called
testicles?
biscuits? Yeah.
You don't
Biscuits?
think you can say testicles?
Well, I can.
I've never
Okay.
heard anybody say biscuits.
We already
No?
said it like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I guess we did it.
So you're saying a nickname for our testicles
Biscuits?
is biscuits?
Biscuits. I feel like that's been used.
Brady, if
No.
you've ever heard that,
I'm on Urban Dictionary now. No one has ever
No?
called them that.
Oh.
No.
biscuits.
What else are biscuits then?
It could be a bum. I'd like to butter her biscuit.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's not plural.
They're also like a cookie.
Really, Brady? I love that you had to use it in a sentence.
I'm just reading what's on Urban Dictionary.
Thank you.
It's like a spelling bee.
yeah.
Now use it in a sentence.
Can I get the word origin, please?
The Bronx.
Now, in Jenny's defense, I mean, that's called a cookie.
Yeah. Oh, could be. Yeah. I get it.
It has been called. I wouldn't personally ever
Sure,
use
no,
Thank
but I mean,
God.
if someone said, cookie, I would understand. If
Yeah.
someone said,
Yeah.
in the biscuits, I would be like, what?
But a cookie and a biscuit are the same thing,
Yeah,
no?
similar.
Similar.
Oh, sure they are. And you know what? Maybe because you said biscuits, if you pluralize it, I might guess that that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
if I
if
just said
somebody said-
biscuit, what would you think?
Yeah.
I would probably think the entire area. If someone said, "Oh yeah, he got kicked right in the biscuit," that's probably what I would think.
You wouldn't think that for biscuits.
No, I probably
You would
would.
think
If you pluralize it, I would
specifically-
probably
okay.
think that.
You would, but that
Gotcha.
doesn't mean that anybody calls
No,
it that.
that's exactly
Ever.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
In the history of biscuits.
I've just started something.
But you know what? Like if somebody also came up, and if I watched somebody get punched in the face, and someone said, "Oh, you get punched right in the biscuit," I'd think, "Okay, that's what."
Sure,
he's
yeah.
calling his nose his biscuit.
Yeah.
I would think that too. Yeah,
So any body part could be the biscuit.
yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, wouldn't you
To me,
think?
it sounds a little naughty, though. You know.
Why are you putting on a voice?
Biscuits. It's tea time.
It could be anything. If I whacked you in the head with a paddle, okay, and someone said, I whacked him right in the biscuit, I would think the biscuit was the head. Like it works for anything. Yeah.
That's good. It does.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh.
thank you for that, Jenny.
Thank you.
I think out of all this, we learned talk to your doctor.
Pretty much, yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Here's your weirdest headline of the week. A missing monkey named Momo was spotted drinking beer in Indiana.
Wow.
Okay.
I thought you said weird.
Cops in Indianapolis got a call Wednesday evening after someone's pet monkey escaped and made a run for it. He's a type of monkey native to West Africa called a Patus monkey. They can weigh up to 30 pounds, and they're the fastest primate on Earth. They can sprint over 30 miles an hour. And just in comparison...
That's a quick monkey.
Yeah, Usain Bolt only ever hit around 28 miles an hour.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a fast monkey.
Fast.
Oh, my God.
Several people spotted Momo on Wednesday. There were also unconfirmed reports that he may have bitten a few people. One person who saw him said they watched him dig through someone's garbage can, pull out a beer can, and drink the remainder of the beer.
That is hilarious.
Was that a monkey or was that Brady?
Wait, which day was this? Okay, I know that was a monkey. Yeah.
Thankfully, Momo's bender came to an end yesterday. A guy saw him sprint through his yard and break into a vacant home next door, so we called it in, and Momo is now back home and safe and sound.
Oh, my
He
God.
broke into a house. This guy is just on fire.
I feel like Momo is a very lazy name.
Momo?
It's just
Momo
like
the monkey? Yeah.
Yeah.
first two letters
yeah.
of monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Repeat
so
it,
true.
Momo. It's
Momo the monkey?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't hear it more often for a monkey. It's a good monkey name.
So
Momo.
you like it.
I mean,
Mahler
I don't
hates it,
hate
you
it.
like it.
I just
I
feel
don't
like
hate it. It's just
Yeah.
uninspired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is uninspired.
fair.
I agree.
Yeah.
he's a very small monkey. I'm seeing him
Yeah.
right now.
But quick.
30
But
pounds,
30
though.
pounds? It's a decent sized monkey.
Yeah.
Who could drink more, Brady or Momo?
Oh, I will drink Momo
Oh,
under
Brady
the table.
would, yes, absolutely.
30
What's
pounds.
sad is that Brady be excited for the challenge.
Can he
go,
literally
Momo.
drink his body weight in booze? Because
Now, who could run faster after drinking all that?
Momo.
Momo,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Momo
Momo,
will still
yeah.
kill you,
Uh-huh,
no
yeah.
matter what.
Who could run without spilling their beer?
Oh.
Momo.
You think so?
Really?
Yeah, probably
No,
better
I
than
think
Brady.
Brady. I
He's
think
got
Brady
long
could.
arms.
Momo isn't used to drinking beer. Brady is.
No, but I think he probably is quite sturdy. Brady.
Yeah, I
Beer
don't know.
pong?
Next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. and we're picking lice off each other.
Yeah.
Or throwing things at each other?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like what?
Midnight snack of bananas. Yeah.
Sure.
I still think Brady would do better than Momo in the running with the beer.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yes, for
Have you seen a
sure.
monkey run on 3 legs?
No? Have you?
I don't what?
Well, first of all, they have 2 legs.
No, I know, but they run on 4 when
Well,
they go really fast.
They use their arms.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But they don't run like a human.
But they don't. You said run on 3 legs.
Yeah.
They-
'cause
they-
they
He's
have the
just
whole-
holding a beer.
He's
I
holding
think
a beer.
Yeah.
Right. No, I know, but they
Yeah.
have 2 legs and 2 arms.
Yes.
Thank you. Why does she keep? Are you guys all missing this?
No, because
she doesn't run. Momo doesn't run on 3 legs.
But it would have to if it was holding a
Yeah.
beer.
No,
Again, what
but-
he's
but the
saying
arm
is
is not turning into a
he's
leg.
saying you should be it's 2 legs and an arm.
Right.
But I understand what you're saying because I would call a monkey a 4-legged animal too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Would
they do
you?
most
Yeah.
of their stuff.
But they're
Yeah.
not.
I would disagree.
They use their arms for everything when they turn around, for the most part.
They
Yeah.
use their arms.
How
But their
many
arms and
legs
their
do
legs, like-
monkeys have?
Well, they have 2 arms and 2 legs. I mean,
They have 2
but-
legs.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I
But
know
I
that.
understand
So
what
they're
you
not
like.
a 4-legged animal.
Okay, sorry. So, have you ever seen a monkey run on 2 legs and 1 arm?
Which is a really clunky way to say it. You know?
And the answer is no, I have not.
There it is.
No. But have you ever seen me run with 2 legs and 1 arm?
No, but I
Neither
want
have
to.
I.
So there you go.
Can Brady just run in here just like that for a second,
Yeah.
please?
What, like a
Yeah,
3?
try and run
Holding
on
something
3.
that's like a beer.
Yeah.
Come in this studio, our
I wanna
studio
see
in
you
here.
do it.
All right. Okay, I'm coming in.
Yeah.
wouldn't say.
Yeah, you can hold my coffee mug like it's a beer.
Okay, this is good.
Okay,
you have
hold
to-
my
you have to
coffee mug
hold
like
that.
it's a beer.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's see this.
hang on.
Yeah, I think no. See, and you think the monkey is the monkey is going to spill a lot less than Brady.
That's actually really good. I know, that was really impressive.
But you wouldn't have said that Brady was running on 3 legs.
No, I would have said two legs and an arm. Yeah. Sorry.
But that's because Brady's not a monkey.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Taking your cell phone into the bathroom to spend some quality time on the toilet.
Why'd you say it's so weird?
I don't know.
there? Why?
It's bathroom
Some
talk coming up.
quality time?
What
are you doing?
You made it sound dirtier than I had
Hey,
to be.
everybody, we'll bring your phone
And you can see her fingers like,
What is that?
Mr. Burns over
What?
there.
Why?
Well, guys, if you do that for some quality time, don't.
Everybody-
It's not a good,
everybody
does
brings
it.
their
Well,
phone.
it's not a-
What are you going to put your phone down before you go in?
Well,
What
yeah,
are
Well,
you
that's
gonna
what
move?
they're saying,
Yeah.
or set a timer or what have you, or just be done when you're done, because it's not a good idea. That's according to a Stanford and Harvard-trained gastroenterologist. In a video, he says that scrolling on social media while doing your business can have some serious health consequences. And for that matter, doing business on your phone while doing your business can as well. You know what I'm saying?
No.
yeah, got
Catch
it.
my drift. First, using your phone while doing...
What are you doing?
Okay, just listen. First, using your phone while doing number 2.
Oh, God.
It's a scrolling bowl.
Scrolling
And bowling, yeah. It can lead to prolonged sitting.
That's not what he said.
What did you say?
No, but you just had to make it weirder.
Yeah, it's your phone on the throne.
Oh, okay, that's better. I
You
like
you
that.
like scrolling and bowl?
Scrolling and
bowling.
bowling. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen. It can be, I don't know if I can. So it can lead prolonged sitting on the toilet can cause strain and pressure on your rectum and anus.
Jenny. Yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
Who
sure.
doesn't know
I
this?
guess
But
so.
do people think about that? It can cause hemorrhoids, anal fissures.
Why did you bring this
why are
story
you
to
doing
us?
this?
This is totally on you. This was your choice.
I know, but I think it's important because I think
You don't think
there
it's
are
important
so
because
many.
you're laughing through it.
I'm laughing through because I have to say those words.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't be horseling on the porcelain.
what is horse?
We shouldn't be horsing on the porcelain.
Porcelain?
What is that
I
porcelain?
don't know.
What's he
It was
doing?
a stretch.
Yeah, it was not good.
I like scrolling and bowling.
Okay.
Yeah, is the better one. Anyway, I do think it's important. I think a lot of men in particular
Yes.
go into the bathroom and spend a lot of time on the toilet. God, there's so many memes and videos and jokey videos about,
Just our alone time, you know?
No, it's like, oh, honey, I just got to go to the bathroom. And then it, shifts to the old lady from Titanic going, it's been 84 years. And I swear that's a real thing. So you guys have to be careful,
Well, I think
Thanks, Jenny.
a lot of women do this as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
For
know
sure.
that we're scrollers and bowlers.
I haven't seen my wife in 3 weeks.
She's got her phone on the throne.
Scrolling and bowling. What was your awful name?
Porcelain on the porcelain
Yeah.
was what Brady's
Horsing
was.
on the porcelain, and my other one was phone on the throne,
Yeah.
which was good.
Porcelain?
Porcelain.
Horsing.
Porcelain.
Like horsing
But he
around.
said
You
porcelain
said
on the
porcelain.
porcelain.
On the
Which has
round
ruined it.
porcelain.
Terrible.
So
I
bad.
need more coffee.
Too.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Thieves robbed an Ottawa jewelry store of over $500,000. Have you guys heard this story?
No.
Yes.
So they robbed over $500,000 worth of valuables on the weekend in this crazy overnight robbery. So the burglars also caused extensive damage to a popular restaurant right next door because
is like a movie.
they cut a giant hole in the
No
wall.
way.
So they broke into the restaurant, cut it, and didn't it seem like the hole in the wall was like overly large?
Bigger than it needed to be, yes.
Way bigger. You could fit like 4 people through
Whoa.
it. Anyway, the owner of Moe's Barbecue noticed the giant hole was cut in the wall in order to gain access to the jewelry store next door. Police say the investigation is in its early stages, but it is right out of a movie.
Yeah.
Like, what a heist.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Seriously, especially making it bigger than it needed to be.
Yeah.
It's just cocky at that
I guess
point.
they just assumed, okay, the security system to get into the jewelry store is going to be harder than the restaurant. So you
Yeah.
get into the restaurant and cut through the wall.
Yeah.
I just don't know. It would be kind of a lame movie. I gotta be honest. Like just
no,
one
it's-
hole in the wall.
No,
and
this
then
is
the-
like one scene
One
from a
part,
movie.
sure,
Yeah,
exactly,
this isn't
yeah.
the entire movie.
Oh,
This-
okay.
No, that's a very dull
And maybe
movie.
this is like the first robbery, and
Yeah.
then they
Yeah.
eventually steal like the Mona
Escalate.
Lisa or something.
Yeah,
You know?
Exactly.
This is
The
the thing they do.
Yeah.
This is in heist movies like this. Typically, this is what they do. They cut
Yeah.
through walls.
Totally.
Exactly.
I thought most heist movies, it was just like the one heist. I didn't think they built to different heists throughout the movies.
Well, I think there's a lot because this is how you find out the what the characters are good at. They show the things that they did in the past, or they
Right.
do a few of these things before the big heist.
Well, look at Ocean's 11, right? They
Yeah.
all had their own thing that they were good
But
at.
did
Exactly,
they show them
yeah.
doing mini heists beforehand, or
No,
just
we
the
just
one
talked
big
about
one?
it.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's inferred, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Right.
So
inferred,
they all
yeah.
have like their own little specialty. This guy is the wall cutter specialty.
He's good with
That's
the
his thing.
Sawzall.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's have a morning hot tub. What would we be good at?
Ooh.
The four of us were going to do the heist.
Oh. Boy. First of all, we're definitely getting arrested.
Yes,
can
we
all
are.
agree on
Yes,
that. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Can
yeah.
I be the lookout?
You'd be a
I don't
bad
really-
lookout.
You can't be
You would be
distracted,
a
Jenny.
terrible lookout. You would be distracted, and you would miss the people that were. Yes, absolutely.
Are you good with your hands
It depends
on?
what I'm doing with them.
Okay, fair.
Okay, it's good. I'm going to isolate that. Thanks, guys. Go on.
We need somebody to be able to like get the jewels in the case and that kind of
no.
thing.
I feel like
No.
Jenny, you have small hands. Can't you kind of just like wedge them in there and grab the
I
diamonds
could try,
and stuff?
but I feel like I'd be noisy and I drop them.
Maybe you try not to do that.
Okay.
Rush, I think out of the four. Well, Brady, don't be insulted.
Okay.
Yeah.
But of the four of us, Rush, I think you're the best with like tools and construction kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
agreed. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so I'll
Sure.
do that.
So I
Okay.
think you have to do the cutting
You're
and
the Sawzall
welding
guy.
and all that
Ooh,
stuff.
Okay,
I
I'll
could
do
do
that.
cleanup.
Do I get to wear one of the like welding masks?
Cleanup,
Yes.
Jenny.
Again?
You can wear a welding mask.
Nice,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I can like yoga my way around like the lasers.
Oh, that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
To get to the other side to
you?
turn.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Well,
absolutely.
in this world I can. And then I'll get there.
Whoa.
Can you go back
Yeah,
like
I
on
can-
your
I can-
hands?
yeah, the bridge.
Let's
Hang
see.
on.
Okay.
Let's see the bridge. I will
not
judge us.
warmed up.
Before I over here, Brady, I can't
Oh
see
yeah,
you.
he's good.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's
Well,
good.
that's not really
Yeah, he's not gonna
beneficial,
do it
but
again.
okay. Now here's the problem with
I
this.
don't know, Brady. You might have to go to some classes before we do this.
We have an issue here. The problem is so I've gotten us into the area we want to get into.
Yeah.
Brady's gonna cut and yoga his way through the lasers.
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, but if Jenny needs to be there, she's handling the thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting across the lasers to then turn
To
off
turn
the
off the
lasers.
lasers.
So
Okay.
that Jenny can come in, use her
Yes.
little hands,
Right.
Okay.
and steal stuff.
Okay.
And
And
Mahler?
I think I'm going to be the con man outside the store or
Sure.
whatever, so I can talk to anybody who's going, what's going on in there?
Oh.
Or if the
That's good.
police come by or whatever.
Okay,
You're
so
the
you'll-
distractor.
Yeah,
You'll also
that's
be the
good.
lookout too. You'll have to
Lookout,
let us
yeah.
know
Yeah.
if somebody's coming in. Like if it didn't work, if someone's like, I don't care about what you're saying and keeps walking.
Yeah.
You have to let us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll have the truck ready to go.
Right.
After
Okay.
when you
Guys,
steal the
I don't
safe.
want to get the jewelry.
Well,
Why?
No. I feel like I wouldn't be very good at it. I need
what's
something
your, What's
easier.
your strength?
I can tidy up after, like I said to Brady.
No, that's not a thing.
Bring my own
Why-
garbage bag.
why
I got
is-
this.
why
Dry
is
roll in
tidying
there.
up?
Well, just to be kind.
Okay, so that's the question. Some of these movies, they put everything back exactly the way
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
So people don't notice.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
But
could do that.
they're gonna notice the giant hole in the wall.
that's
no.
exactly it.
Drywall.
Still drywall. And her painting is on point.
There
Yeah.
it is. That's
Yeah.
my job.
But I cut through the safe with like a blowtorch and
Yeah,
stuff. And there's a
fine.
the
big
safe's
hole.
behind the wall. So
Yeah.
once Jenny paints the wall and everything like
Right.
that,
No.
they won't even
Yeah,
know
but how
the
do you
safe
paint
is-
the other side of the wall?
that we don't worry about. They're
Yeah.
gonna notice the jewelry's gone.
Yeah.
But then
See,
you're going to notice.
so why are we cleaning?
Also, can you go and buy the fake jewelry that we replace the real jewelry with?
Oh,
okay.
that I'd be good
Because
at.
you have a good eye probably
yeah,
for that,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
Okay.
Something
Okay.
this looks the same. All right. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. In.
I just feel as though Jenny would be laughing the
Yeah, I
entire
think so,
time.
Yeah, terrible.
We get busted that way. I also think, I don't know, Brady, as nimble as you think you are,
Yeah.
you're definitely triggering these
What are you
lasers.
saying?
The first beam.
What?
Yes, the first one.
What isn't nimble about 6'2", 200 pounds? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're going to trip over the first one.
And Rush is getting arrested with a welder's mask on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you, humiliating.
It is.
You don't have a long enough extension cord. You can't weld properly. Oh, man.
It keeps coming unplugged. And,
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
What a headline here. I guess you have scary funeral type music.
Oh, sure,
Brady?
yeah.
I just push these scary funeral.
yeah, that's a good
okay.
idea.
Sure.
More funerally than scary, but yeah.
Ed Sheeran, good friend of the show,
Yeah.
I love
is
him.
ready to die.
Oh, my, Ed,
Yeah.
no.
He already has his grave prepared in his backyard.
Well, yeah, he's got everything in his back.
Oh, he
that's
does.
true.
He has a wicked house.
Yeah, he's got a pub.
A poob.
People
A poob. Sorry.
people
There's
have
not these.
called it a crypt.
Yeah.
But he says it's more of a chapel. Quote, it's a hole that's dug in the ground with a bit of stone over it. So whenever the day comes and I pass away, I get to go in there. People think it's really weird and really morbid, but I've had friends die without wills and no one knows what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Ed built this because he wanted a place to mourn friends who passed away, but he also hosts friends' weddings there.
Okay.
Oh, so it's got to be like an underground, like cool, like rock stone, super neat.
I think he
place.
also has a church as well. Like, I think he
Yeah.
has like a legitimate church on his
I
property.
feel like he's not going to move ever.
No.
Like
No.
when you were in your property, say, okay, and this is dug a hole for my body when I die. Like you're not moving.
This is your forever
This is your
home.
house for yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
huge. This is not like a
Yeah.
small thing. And oh my God, the headline for Daily Mail is "In Love with the Shape of Pews." That's so bad.
I love it. That's so
So
really
bad.
Oh, God.
Rush, you should work for the Daily
That's not
Mail.
that. I like that.
And when it was built, he thought it was so beautiful that he decided he wanted to be buried there. He didn't say anything about his wife and children. I would assume, though, that he would want them buried as well.
It would be up to them, right? Like, but maybe she wants to be cremated, although I guess she could, rest down there with him. And
I guess it's their
the
call.
kids
though.
will decide when they're older, but at least it's there. It'd be nice to know.
And we've talked about this before because I think other celebrities have done this. Even just regular people have done this. How does this work on resale, though, when you have a body in your backyard? I don't know.
My
if
guess
that can
is it's
stay.
not like you can't chuck a stone at it from his deck. I feel like it's out there.
But it's still
which
on
is
the
fine.
property.
It's still on the
Yeah,
property,
but I
though.
think that's fine. I think that's cool. It adds charm. It adds character and
Like
history.
I have a couple acres that are away from my back door.
Yeah.
I'm
You don't want bodies
still
there.
a body.
If you knew they were good people, you know what it bothers me is if they were not good people.
No, this is
No,
a you
it's
thing.
It's also,
That's a
I
you
think
thing.
you guys are picturing just like a hole in the ground. This is a whole like giant church. Jenny, I sent you a
Oh, thank
picture.
you
It is
so
like
much.
it's a giant
but
building.
you still have to disclose to the real estate agent that
Oh,
there's
yeah.
bodies on the
Sure.
property.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
This is like, I love it.
I still didn't think you were allowed to do that, but I guess
Just bury
laws
people
are
anywhere.
But I
Yeah.
also
wanna see
can't
the
believe
inside,
you,
Brady.
your defense is he a good person? Like that
Yeah.
matters
That
about
don't
the
change
body.
Absolutely. If their body was buried on my property and like I'm going into this crazy church and going underground to like hang with and I would love to honor that person if they were a really good person.
What
but
if
say
they're-
they were terrible and like manipulative, can you say the word? And just a terrible person. I don't want that energy
What
on
if
my
they're
property.
sort of in the middle of the road? They're just sort of like okay person.
That's better.
Is that
what-
fine?
I mean nobody's perfect.
They cut in line at the grocery
Yeah.
store.
That's
yeah.
okay. That's fine.
Okay,
It's
they
not-
never bring their cart back.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
They've stole some DoorDash food from somebody's front porch.
Oh, see, that's yucky.
They
So
took
you-
towels from a hotel room.
No, I've done
what
that.
if it's like Robin Hood?
I'm not gonna lie, we did that this weekend.
Let's say they
not gonna
steal
lie.
from the rich
Yeah,
to
they're
give
incredible.
to the poor. Like
No, oh, see, then you know what? That's a little Robin Hoodish, and
yeah,
I
so
don't hate
it's,
it.
no, but they're still stealing.
I know.
Like if you're
Again,
a person
I
being
am
robbed,
talking about just like a dark soul, somebody who goes out of their way to be cruel to others, and no, I don't want them on my property. That would have an impact.
let's
on
say
whether
Ed
or not I
Sheeran, you
bought the
find
house.
out Ed Sheeran had kicked a dog.
Oh, Eddie would never do that.
But say he did.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah, he was young though.
yeah, but now
He has a tendency to strangle birds.
yeah. But other than that, he's still the same Ed Sheeran.
No, well then he's not. He has a dark soul.
So you don't want to
Strangles a
live
bird.
there anymore.
It would also be so hard to get the bird.
Yeah.
But he works
does it.
hard.
Yeah.
That's why he got the big property. He's running around trying to catch birds all
Oh
day.
my God.
So he's still the same
Needs an outlet.
humanitarian.
Same
guy.
He's putting out great music, does
works at
wonderful
Starbucks
things.
But he
sometimes.
chokes birds to death.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't love that.
So now,
God, he needs a different outlet.
You don't want him on your property, like dead?
Hang on,
I
we
mean-
never specified to death. He just likes to.
Oh my God, so now he
just a
tortures
little
them.
Yeah.
and then
And
he
then
lets them
lets them
go.
away.
Is it
No.
so?
No.
But if he kills chickens, you're okay with
No,
it.
that's
because
fine.
he gets
Not
to
in
eat.
that way.
point.
If it's humane, I'm okay with it. But if it's not,
I
if
don't-
he's,
Ask
if he's
the
choking the
chicken.
chicken,
I don't think
I
it's
am not
humane.
okay with that.
Ask
Hang
a
on.
chicken if it's humane when
Yeah.
it dies.
I think some of them are way more humane
You
than
think the
others.
chicken's
You're
going to say,
getting
yeah, this is humane. This is
Getting
nice.
your head chopped off is just not humane.
Well, that's the quickest way to do it.
All right. So you want me to chop your head off and say, well, that's humane?
Well,
And
I
am
would rather you do
am
that
I a-
than choke me.
Okay, here's a question.
Wow. I'm gonna isolate that.
So if Ed Sheeran is just chopping heads off things, is he a good person?
If he's going to eat them, it's better.
But what if he's choking them to eat them?
No, he needs to do it quickly.
Okay, so if I
You don't
chop
want
your
to
head off,
suffer.
it's okay. I'm a good person because I did it humanely.
You're better
a
than
stretch.
me suffering.
Okay.
The
and, like,
point, the
looking-
point is,
yeah.
I think if it's a beautiful property
Yeah.
and he's choking chickens, that's fine.
I don't think he. No, it's
dear.
not. Why does he have to choke them?
I don't know.
No, he can just take their heads off. Or don't they break their necks?
Oh, so that's humane.
Well, that's again, they're not suffering. They
Can't-
don't see it coming.
If I walked up to you, or let's say you're like one of your friends, and I just walk up, break their neck, and say, well, it was humane, you'd be like, that's fine then.
That's more humane than slowly
But you
stabbing them
wouldn't
to
be
death.
fine with it.
You know.
We'd be like, oh, well, no big deal.
Well, no, it's different when it's a human, obviously, and then murder.
right.
But like if he,
So don't buy his house.
Yeah.
I like him though, unless he's the
Really?
chicken joker.
He is.
He's a chicken joker.
You can visit Ed's little burial spot. That's fun.
By the way, I should say alleged.
Allegedly.
That's important.
Yeah, that is
We got to cover ourselves here,
Yeah.
with the lawyer.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
If Ed ever heard this, would he laugh? I think he would.
Oh,
don't-
yeah, I
I
think
don't-
so.
Oh, he'd be right in on this conversation.
He would,
Yeah,
I
sure.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he wasn't running around trying to grab chickens.
Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Kids, do you ever open up your lunchbox at school and think, what is this? There's no passion here. There is no passion here.
No passion.
Well, there is a reason for that. In a new survey, 26% of parents say packing their kids' lunchbox is their least favorite chore.
Yeah.
In fact, 29% would rather clean the bathroom than put a few things together for their kids' lunch. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And 17% of parents say they'd rather get a cavity filled.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming
what?
not for one day.
But that
Like,
takes so
I mean,
much
if you never
longer,
had
yeah.
to, if you never had to make lunches again,
Right.
I would get a cavity filled for that for
Oh,
sure.
no, but I think they're saying give
Every
them every
day?
day. They'd rather
Oh.
go, yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean,
It
seriously.
can't be.
It's not that bad.
No.
Packing lunch boxes can take a lot of time, especially if you're preparing multiple items, for what they like
Sure.
and that kind of thing. And it can be frustrating because 72% of parents say their child's lunches often come back from school uneaten.
Yes.
By the way, if you're teaching your kids to pack their own lunch, there's a promotion happening on social media. It's probably in the States, so I don't know if we can enter, but you have the kids pack their lunch, you take a picture, you upload it. And
there you
then
go, yeah.
somebody wins, blah, blah, blah.
I love these bento boxes.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
very
They're
cool
cool.
to see those photos.
Yeah, they're nice, yeah.
What are those? They have the compartments?
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I have a version of that wasn't quite expensive.
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
expensive.
Because
yeah.
they're the same, really.
My wife will
Yeah.
show me, like, take a photo because she's a kinder teacher
Yeah.
of like some of the kids' lunches, and it's just so like I look back every day. I just got a sandwich,
Yeah.
a banana,
apple.
and 2 cookies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was it.
And everything was
Every
mushed
day.
together.
Yes.
It was all
That's all it was.
in the
Oh,
brown
God.
paper bag or
Yeah.
13
Yeah.
years of going to school,
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
The same thing every day.
But the
My
nice
mom
thing
made
is,
us
I mean,
good lunches.
but you had it made for you. Like I had the same thing every day. I had to make it myself.
You did, eh? Yeah. So I
yes.
never had to make my own lunch, which I didn't hate, and I'm okay, and I can make a lunch and
Yeah.
I do it now. But no, the biggest thing was everybody always wanted my mom's sandwiches, so I got tradesies all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty
and
valuable.
I've given a shout out to Phaedra like a lot. She got KD in a thermos all the time,
Nice.
and I got to switch with her,
pretty good.
and she'd get like a really good sandwich from my
Nice.
mom. I got tradesies a lot. The ramen noodles, my mom never let me
well,
take
that's
ramen
good.
noodles. It was great.
But now, when she sends me these photos, like the compartments
are insane.
and so much fresh fruit and veggies and little goldfish
But that's
crackers.
daunting.
And just,
to have to do that every single day.
But kids eat way better than we ever did.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But also, Brady, you can do them all, like you could do 5 days just all like in a
all at
row.
once.
And
I
then
guess.
they're just in the fridge, ready to go.
It's still
the only
it's
thing I
a
really
lot.
make fresh every day is the sandwich or wrap. You know, like I'll do that fresh every day. But you can really get organized where you're just chucking stuff in. For sure. But no, I hate making lunches. I hate it.
Most high schools still have cafeterias.
Yeah.
Though,
Yeah,
right?
they
Like,
do.
that you can buy food at.
But who can afford that?
Again, I never did. I never bought one
No?
thing from the high school
I
cafeteria.
never got money
Can
either.
we kick in Sarah McLaughlin?
Oh, yeah, of
Flash,
course,
please?
yeah.
Oh no, but
man.
that was a good thing.
No, but you had to make your own lunches when you were a little kid.
I did,
little
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I
Take
could
us
bear-
back, Rush. Take us back.
I remember walking in, and I'd walk into the kitchen, looking up at the counter because I was
You're so small,
so
yeah.
short,
Mama.
and so young.
Mama.
I want a sandwich. Make it yourself.
Is that why you like dry things?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. That would
Butter
explain it.
bread.
Yeah, because
No
he
way.
was so young.
I
you
would
don't
reach
know.
up with a knife, and I wouldn't even know what I was reaching for because I was so short.
right, yeah.
And I'd slather it on bread and put it together.
He's using scissors to slather it on.
I did because I wasn't allowed to play with knives. Sometimes it was peanut butter. Sometimes it was whatever was on the counter. I had
Sure.
no
Wow,
way
you're
of
really
knowing.
dating yourself. Peanut butter
Yeah.
at school.
That's it. But those were the days.
Or motor oil. He had no idea.
I
It
had
was
no
just going
idea.
on.
Why would they ever put it on the counter?
Why would that be in the kitchen?
Sometimes
Just
I'm
a
just
cruel
saying.
joke.
He was,
Terrible
yeah.
parents having
Yeah.
motor oil on the counter.
Is anyone else worried about Brady becoming a father?
You guys don't store your motor oil in the fridge?
I don't know. If you want to move the song over to Brady and the motor oil in the kitchen, we can do that. Because it suddenly sounded way worse than my life.
Take us back, Brady.
Yeah, let me tell you, it was a tough few years.
It was synthetic, though. You're fine.
And he didn't squeak.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Tiptoeing around the obvious. Now it's time to play Carefully Filling in the Blank on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Okay. I mean, when you fill in the blank, you've got to be very careful because it could really be something, edgy,
Sure.
controversial, naughty, something like that.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll get you guys to fill in the blank, then we'll recap all of them and see if anybody got the closest. Frogs use their blank to push food down their throat.
Oh.
Frogs use their blank to push food down their throat.
Okay. Use their...
So lost already on the first one.
She does, yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next one here. Carefully fill in the blank. 2/3 of people on Earth have never seen blank.
Wow. Oh, boy.
2/3 of the planet have never seen blank.
Okay.
Huh.
I hate this game.
Sometimes the dirty answer is the right answer, by the way.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a Nicolas Cage film.
Oh,
that
yeah.
could be it,
Could
too.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. I'm struggling.
I have
Once
one.
again,
I don't want to say it.
2/3 of people on Earth have never seen blank.
Okay.
And finally, if you've got an itch in your throat, scratch your blank.
Oh.
If you've got an itch in your throat, scratch your...
Huh. Okay. I think I went 0 for 3.
did you carefully fill in the blank, or...
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everybody
yeah.
ready?
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Nailed it.
Rush, we'll see how you do. Frogs use their blank to push food down their throat.
They use their tongues. They catch flies when it goes out that way also goes down their throat. Their tongues. They do.
Tongues.
I said tongue too.
Tongue too?
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously thought tongue, but I thought that was boring and too easy. So I said feet. They use them as like, you know how they have like the suction pads on them?
Yeah.
They use them as like mini plungers. They just go, "Ugh," you know?
But wouldn't that do the
That would
opposite?
do the opposite. They would pull food up.
Guys, you know, sometimes you got to be creative.
The correct answer is frogs use their eyeballs
What?
to push
What?
food down their throats.
Wow.
Their eyeballs.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Just doing her impression of a frog.
What was that? Just open your eyes.
Show Russia you did.
Yeah, that's how it works.
No,
Yep.
but I'm thinking like their eyes, I guess, are close to their throat, so if they just sucked them back, they would probably might work.
Okay.
Wow.
I had to think about it, but yeah.
I can't give a point to anybody. No. Sorry. But you did all carefully fill in the blank.
You did, yeah.
we did,
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
2/3 of people on Earth have never seen.
This is easy. Snow.
I said snow too. Boring.
Oh, God.
Also a Nicolas Cage film. This is true. 2/3
I
of
bet you that's
it's
true.
true.
Yeah. I was thinking body parts and the
What?
butt. The butt. The butt
Two-thirds
part.
have never seen a butt.
Well, no, their own.
Their own butt.
Well, like the, you know.
There's many countries
Oh.
in the world that don't have mirrors.
Oh.
What a,
And so they've
what a-
never seen
what a
their
good
butt.
answer that would be. Yeah,
But like the eye of the
Oh, the eye of the
storm,
butt.
you know? Yeah.
okay.
Like right up in there. Have you seen yours?
No.
I haven't seen mine.
All right. That's
So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Do we have the
Wow.
stats on that? I'm just saying, I might be right.
I mean, I might be
Have
right about
never
the Nicolas
seen
Cage film,
their
too.
own butthole. You think that's what the blank is?
That's
I think it's probably accurate. How many? Let's do a quick poll in here. Jenny, have you seen yours?
I don't know if I've ever seen. No,
Well,
I don't
that's what
think
I'm
I have.
saying. It's quite rare.
No, I haven't.
I haven't.
no.
I
Rush?
definitely haven't.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
That's 100% of the
Yeah,
world
yeah.
then,
Sure,
maybe.
Yeah.
The answer's snow.
Yeah.
Of course.
haha.
Congratulations to
Yeah, of
Rush
course
and
it is.
Jenny on
Thank
that. And if you've got an itch in your throat, scratch your what?
Palm of your hand.
I said armpit.
No, I think forehead. I think it's still got to be in the face area. I feel like your forehead would distract you from it or something.
All right. If you have an itch in your throat, scratch your ear.
Oh.
Okay.
Ear.
I mean, I was
All of us
close.
wrong. Yeah, that's close.
All right.
You did okay, you two.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
one right.
With the
I'll
snow.
take it.
Yeah, we did. We got
Yeah.
that.
I
Okay.
should have said 2/3 of the people on Earth have never seen a blank. And you may have said something a little more risque.
Yeah, but then it would have been
Like
a snow,
Brady.
and that's not right.
No, I would have said a snowfall.
That would work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have worked too.
That's how it would have got
yeah,
you.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
But Brady, I think you had the most interesting answer
You
out of
did.
all of
Well,
them, by
thank
the
you.
way.
I,
Yeah.
like to realize that we're doing a radio show, and so I try to, keep
I
it
would
fresh
rather
and
win.
exciting
Yeah, I think that's what's important here.
with foot plungers and bumholes.
That's Brady Jones,
Yeah,
everybody.
that's the name of my podcast.
Flushers and buttholes.
I like your show. Your show's good.
Thanks.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.